You have attuned to 90.3 KEXP Seattle. This is Woolpop, sounds, voices, and rhythms from around the globe. Hosting tonight for Derek Mazzoni, I'm your DJ Rhythma. We're joined live in studio here in Seattle from the Republic of Tuva, the Tuvan Acoustic Quartet, Hun Hortu. Hun Hortu will be playing at the Oregon Eclipse Festival this Thursday, August 17th. The show is sold out, but we are honored to have them live in studio to experience their transformative sounds. From all of us here at KXP and from our listeners around the world, I'd like to say thank you for stopping by today. Maybe please hear some music.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to introduce a song what we are playing now, called it Charahor. It means yellow trotter. It's special moving from the horse. In Tuvan, people start to study horse 5 different steps of rhythm and have many songs about the horse. This one of this song about the horse, like about a friend. Next song, we are call it Kongurgai, singing by Alexei Sereglar. A song about what it means if it's man, do it something, do it, try to do it best in the life, in the hunting, in the warrior. I don't know, it's just men try to do it best. Kongurgai.
Live in studio here on KEXP with Hun Hutur. Wow, absolutely brilliant. It's such a pleasure to be with you in this room and to hear you live. I'm DJ Rhythma, and I'm speaking with Sayan Bapa, one of the four members of Hun Hutur. You were one of the founding members, if correct, right? In 1992. So we've been doing this for a while. Sayan, can you please introduce yourself and the rest of the band members, and also talk a little bit about the instruments that you're playing today?
Okay. We are playing with many of instruments each. We have 3 or 4 instruments. Especially from my left side sits our drummer, who also make it instruments for himself, especially Igil, drum, whatever. He also very good singer. He called it name is Alexei Sarglar. And I play instruments called it Toshpulur, both sides skin, mountain goat skin. We are used mostly in our instruments. It's special. It's very good for sound, for the humidity. And I'm also play Igil and a little bit guitar. My name is Bapa Sayan, co-founder our group, our oldest man who really deeply knows our ancient culture, music, language, fairy tales. He also plays instruments called Igil, like me and Alexei, and also play instruments called Toshpulur. He have name Kaigalo Hovalek. And flute player, Byzantium player, you hear it on the first song, very ancient sound of our music culture. It's also used, we are using especially large Siberian tree for the instruments, horse's hair for the strings, mountain goats for the skin, top of the, make it to put to the box. He also one of our very good throat singers, man. Please welcome, it's Radik Telush. Our instruments, I told you, it's very ancient. I don't know, we doesn't check when it start to made it, this type of instruments. It's 1,000 years ago, I think. It's very simple, very warm sound. And also we are together a little bit singing our different throat singing styles. It's kind of main information.
Yeah, so you started in 92, and I remember reading reviews from albums and from shows whenever you first started playing, and then through the late 90s. And it seemed like every time you had a show and then you released new albums, it was you were always taking people off guard, especially people who didn't understand your culture firsthand. And that still happens today. You know, as you play these shows, they may kind of connect to you through, you know, classic throat singing, or you have these instruments they've never seen before. Can you talk a little bit about what makes Tuvan culture unique and special? I mean, obviously you talk about it through your songs, but can you educate us, you know, briefly on like what does it mean to celebrate Tuvan culture through music?
I think we are together. It's a lot of travel around the globe and meeting with many of musicians from another country, from another continent. Now I really say this. It's very unique, our music culture, very deepness and very strong, still strong, and we are like the same, like instruments, the same. It's voice. We doesn't check it. We are trying to find it when this started. It's our people singing like that or made it instruments. We doesn't check. It's just our oldest people call it. It's like it's 1,000 years ago. We are doing this music way of singing or instruments have around the globe. It's around the Center of Asia, especially people, nationality who also do something like throat singing. Only just how we are Czech, you know, this is mostly roots of in mostly kind of main of throat singing style in the Tuva. It's many of the nationality around the Center of Asia is kind of something lost, many of the deepest culture. in the tuba, I don't know, this maybe we are living, especially place around us, it's very high mountains. It's like we are living like in the box by information, by not so much mixing with another culture. It's so kind of deep independent all the time living. And also very important for our music is our language. It's very melodical, very kind of touchable. It's very, have this, if you heard our throat singing style is have laters, where is very important how you do it, these laters, you singing, yes, especially you open or close mouth, you have tongue, you have scalp, you have head, you have chest, you have diaphragm. This, all these bodies start to work with this many of styles. We are, listen, Altai people, Mongolian people, it's very similar. It's one of roots, I think. It's only just we are knows where is it real, where is real throat, deep throat, not like overtone singing, not like another kind of singing. It's in our situation we are, if we are listening carefully, we are checking it's very, how we are produce sound very deep and very smooth, and it's very warm. And it's in the music culture in Tua, it's also kind of, we are nomadic people, we are not made it just for concert music. It's just concert for family, for animals, whatever. It's just for the taiga, for the forest. You just travel and singing. It's mostly Tuvan people. It's very good singers. Women or men, it's like to sing all the time. It's during the day, of course. And what I tell, it's
Yeah, you dug into, add some follow-up questions about throat singing itself, and then the practice of and the ability to, almost at the same time be able to make two different sounds. And you talked a little bit about the process that you go to do that, both with your voice box and then using your cheeks and maybe your head and your ears and other muscles. How do you learn to do this? How does this get passed on from a cultural perspective, especially at the level that you have all mastered this?
You need to learn all the life. I think it's you start. Usually, this start. It's like real main game. How this main start to listen around the world. It's what is means sound from the animals or you hear it around you, these birds. You start to do it, something like that. It's like game. The same with this situation. You hear it around you, how the singing grandfather, fathers, or uncles or brothers. You start to make it similar, like all these people, and start to do it from the 4 years or 5 years old, and just for game, not for special. It's just on later who wanted, who real like music, start to do it for himself. It's not special music education. It's just very special also words, lyrics, all the time kind of allegory between human being life and between the nature. And after the lyrics kind of have this essence. Sometimes why we are play with instruments, flute, whatever, violin, guitar, as we are not singing, as we are playing, it's just instrument. And the same this situation, after the beautiful lyrics, words, men start to do this sound. It's like essence of the words, essence of the lyrics, and it's just flute all the time with me, all the time in my body, in my mind. Yes, I don't need it instruments, nothing. I know this. I have drone, I have rhythm, I have top of the drone and melody. I have top of rhythm and drone. I have melody, whatever. It's for Tuvan people. It's very important. Like harp, small instruments you play all the time. With you, it's small. You put it as here in situation the same, and just you don't have anything. It's just your voice. And special technique, you talking about the muscles. It's of course it's special. Why we are talking about this? We have been in New York University. It's early 19th, and some scientists, medicine university about the voice, opera voices or rock singers who make it destroyed some of the muscles. It's start to healing there and start to kind of renovation by voice and put it in our nose, in our mouth camera, small camera, and we are first time looking what we are doing. We are just feel it, we are just knows how this is. And just now we are exactly looking what kind of muscles start to work, start to moving, start to vibrate it. Especially additional vocal cords. It's called sleeping cords in medicine or false cords. It's around the usual normal cords have this some sleeping cords called. In mostly situation in opera singer, rock singer or how we are talking, we are never used all our life. We are never used this part of our muscles. In our situation, it's totally different. Start to, if we are make it high pitch, start to tension, moving, and it's real tension. It's like string, and you put it drone on top of the drone. After the small hole from your throat is like around 3 millimeters or 2 is brief, your air start to go into up and you start to make it sound clear and clean sound by lips, mouth, tongue, scalps. I told before this chairs, diaphragm, larynx, it's whatever this your body start to tension, make a tension or relax. It's a different situation in the low frequency, is in the Kargara, is how men do it low sound. It's mostly muscles, sleeping courses start to relaxing and start to make it drone. On top of the drone, we are make it also by breath, by air. We are make it different kind of position in our scalp, lip, tongue, and try to find it by also specially, I don't know how this, overtones, special overtones by lasers, A, O, U, Ö. This is very helpful for our clear note. It's like flute from top of the drone. It's, I don't know.
The interesting, well, interesting is a bad word. The wonderful, the gift to see it live versus maybe even sitting in front of you, being able to see you individually, like harmonize with yourselves, and then to move through the spectrum is right, wonderful. Spectrum. Yeah, and I was thinking about your band name. I guess the literal translation is sun propeller.
Right.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, wow, this name is genius, because if you take a step back, like, you were literally covering the entire kind of audible spectrum of sound, and you do it in a way that is absolutely beautiful, like the sun. So
yeah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
So truly fascinating. Thank you for being here today, bringing your spirits and your energy to Seattle live with Hun Hurtu. May we hear some more music?
Yeah. Next song we are playing, we are called the song Ödügen Taiga, a song about the hunting man who love it, this place where we start our biggest Siberian river called Yenisei, or means Mother River. It's also where we start our nationality called Turian people or Tuvan people, where we start our language also. It's a song about this sacred place for Tuvan people, a song about the forest sound from Tuva, from Siberia, Ödugen Taiga. Last song, we are call it Shudikyo. It doesn't mean it's like chorus or the good words for the kind of wake up or go, just go. And song about the if you sit with girlfriend, you doesn't check time, you just doesn't knows when this sun is coming and 7 stars is gone. It's how you drive so fast by up in Tuman, up in mountains by your horse. You still love. I should take care.
You've been listening to Hunhurtu live in studio here on KEXP. Gentlemen, thank you for stopping by Seattle for a truly...
Thank you for a very good studio, beautiful and sounds good.
Yes.
Thank you.
It sounds even better with you in it. Thank you for a truly mesmerizing and transformative experience. Hunhurtu will be playing live this Thursday at the Oregon Eclipse Festival, as if you need more reasons to go see the eclipse. As I understand it, you'll be starting a new tour, possibly in early 2018, and hopefully coming back to the West Coast. We can't wait. So everyone out there listening, please follow them on the interwebs.
Thank you very much.
I want to give a special thanks to Riot Artists for helping the band get here. I'd like to thank Kevin Suggs, Cheryl Waters, Jim Beckman, Jen Stipich, Raven Smith, Alia D'Alessandro, Justin Wilmore, Ali Rutzel, and Yui Ogawa. I'm DJ Rhythma, and you have attuned to 90.3 KEXP Seattle.
Thank you for listening.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.